Okay, we're at 1 minute past the hour, so I'm going to get started. I'm just too excited. There's too much in today not to get started straight away and start with this fantastic agenda of speakers and information that we've got to pass on to you all. So welcome to our M365 Community Day. So anyone that is a regular to the Cambridge Power Platform user group knows that once a year we do a full day event. We've done Power Platform boot camps in the past where we have 8 or 9 speakers during the day. And this year we really wanted to focus on something close to my heart and obviously that I'm trying to be quite influential in as an area. For me, women in tech is really, really important. And to stress, it's not about exclusion. There are some guys in here. We've got the lovely Luke in the background helping us with the call. We've also got Sancho Harker, MVP, in the background as a moderator for us. It's about inclusion. So it's about including as many people, as diverse an audience as we can, and celebrating the success of women in tech. So we've got some fantastic speakers today, and it's my job to introduce and to mediate and to make sure that everybody is having a good time. But I also wanted to introduce you to a couple of faces. I don't know if you can bring yourselves on screen, Luke. We've got Luke and Amber, the lovely Luke and Amber in the background, working away. There they are. Amber's been dealing with all of our administrative and speaker liaison. Thank you so much, Amber, for everything you do. And Luke is my techie. So he's in the background making sure that everybody that needs to speak can speak and all the presentations are running smoothly. So thank you very much to my fantastic team there in the background. Okay, let's get started. Let's jump straight in. So what we've got for you on the agenda to, oh, yeah, good point. Okay, so we always must be aware that we are in a meeting with others. We need to be friendly and patient and all of these things on the screen. Now, it goes without saying that when you're in presentations with first-time speakers and when you've got speakers that have taken time out of their life to either record or to attend and discuss something with us, that we need to be kind and considerate. But today we do have a lot of first-time speakers, so I'm especially asking today for a little bit of patience and understanding should we have any technical issues or speaker wobbles. They happen, and I really want to give these speakers the opportunity to come and pass on their skills and their knowledge. So let's be nice, let's be kind. We are on a webinar, so you can't interrupt the speakers, but we do have chat going down. I say here because it's there for me. We do have the chat going on down the side. Feel free to ask questions during sessions as well. Where possible, and if it's appropriate, I'll interrupt the speakers or Luke will, and we'll ask that question directly of the speaker during session. But where it's more appropriate, we'll leave those questions to the end. If you do put something inappropriate in chat, we reserve the right to remove you from the meeting. Also, please be aware that we are recording and that this will go on to YouTube at the end of the day. So if you don't want to be on that recording when you come, should we take you off mute or bring you in to ask a question, if you don't want to be on camera, then please don't turn your camera on because this is being recorded. There you go. Exits are here and here. Okay. So this is the agenda for today, loads and loads to get through. I'm going to do a small introduction about me and how I got to where I've got to in life. And then we've got Cheryl and Daisy, fantastic mother and daughter duo, really looking forward to this session. Moving on to some Viva topics, we've also got Viva Suite coming. We've got our fantastic, and I know she was in the chat, I don't know if she's disappeared already, fantastic keynote speaker, Charlotte Light, who I've had the pleasure of working with at the Aztec Group, to come and tell us about her story of success in technology. And then after a break, we're going to look at Syntex, we're going to look at Teams, we're going to look at OneDrive, Outlook, and accessibility. All really important topics, just showing you the diversity of skills that we've got in the women that are coming to speak for you today. So let's crack on, because I'm already eating into my own time. Not much to say about me. Hopefully those of you that have attended before know me. If you don't, ping me, find me on LinkedIn or on Twitter and let's chat. If you're enthusiastic and love all things Power Platform or business applications like I do, then let's have a coffee. virtual or otherwise. I'm based in Cambridge in the UK, so I'm really easy to get hold of. A little bit about me. So I'm a CEO of Business Cloud Integration Limited, who are the developers of Casper 365, one of the sponsors of today's session, and who you'll probably see in the background of my screen. I'm a massive evangelist of the Power Platform and Office 365, SharePoint Online. SharePoint in particular is where I come from, hence being known as SharePoint Sharon on LinkedIn. I'm a dual MVP this year, both business applications and M365 apps and services, which also encompasses the team's workloads. So I spend a lot of time and get some swag from Microsoft to work with them on new iterations of product, what's coming next, and making sure that we're out there sharing the information about how to use those products in the marketplace. So I'm very much a speaker that is concerned with business value. So Getting to Value Faster, the title of my book, which I'm still writing, will be coming out hopefully in the next 12 months. But very much my focus is around how we make businesses success. And it's become very clear to me over the last few years that that only happens when people have the opportunity to share their skills and to share their stories. And what better platform than a Women in Tech platform to show what powerful speakers we have out there, what information we have to share both with businesses and from businesses to help make everybody in the tech community successful. So my role here is really to pay it forward. So as a community leader, my job is to bring together everybody to share their information and to make sure that we're all doing that in an environment that is inclusive and is diverse. So as a woman in technology, I've been there. We've all been there, where you are the only woman in the room, or you are the only techie in the room, or sometimes you're the only techie woman in the room. And it was scary for me in my younger years. As I've got older, I don't let that worry me as much, but I'd love to see more women coming into those rooms, coming into those environments so that it's no longer an issue. My hope is that that's less of an issue today as it was when I first started out, but we need to get better, and we need to make technology an accessible career for those coming into or considering as they come out of education which career to come into. So a career path in technology is one of my key goals to introduce women to. So today, like I say, we're going to show you those that are at the start of that journey and those that have succeeded in that journey, specifically Charlotte, who's going to come along and tell us what it's like to be at the top in one of the organisations with a tech role. And I'm really looking forward to her session. Okay, as we come up on 11:15, just a quick hello to everybody who has joined the session in the last 10 minutes while we were all grabbing a coffee and getting settled in. Earnings session, there she is. Just as a quick introduction to go over the agenda that we have here in front of us. This is what the rest of the day looks like. So we have a break coming up again after Anouck. I'm kind of fingers crossed we're gonna run on time today. I'm really looking forward to a day where we don't kind of overlap a little bit too much. So let's see how we do. But you have plenty of time, Anouck. So let's switch over to your slide and do a quick intro. Lovely picture of you. I don't know where that is, but you look like really relaxed and at home.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Again, we've got the social links up on the screen here so that you can get in touch. We'll also pop those in the chat to make sure that you can kind of ask questions afterwards, or just link up and stay in touch. So Anouck, do you want to introduce yourself and let us know all about you, why you're here on this Cambridge Power Platform Women in Tech 2023 Day?
Thank you. As you all see, my name is Anouck Fierens, and I am working as a modern workplace consultant. And I am here today because I'm really interested in technology. I studied applied how do you say it in English? I studied some informatics already at school, and I had some development skills over there, networking skills over there, but also SharePoint and Power BI was in my study. So, hey, really nice to do. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that during my slides. So let's go over to them and let me share my screen with you guys. So
Perfect.
if
We
you
can see that. Yeah.
okay, I'm just gonna put that over here. So welcome everybody, and I'm going to tell you something more about building your SharePoint knowledge base more efficient with Microsoft Viva Topics. So what's on the agenda for today? How you can build a knowledge base without Viva Topics. There are some options for it in Microsoft 365. I'm going to explain you a little bit what is Microsoft Viva Topics. How can it help you with your knowledge database? When you are going to install Microsoft Viva Topics, what do we need to do to install it? Do we need to have license for it? I will tell you. After installation, can we already start with Microsoft Viva Topics? Do we need to configure something? I'm going to explain this as well, and then I'm going to show you some real-life demo about Microsoft Viva Topics. As we already know, I am Anouck Fierens. I'm working as a workplace consultant at Wartel, Belgium. I'm based in Belgium. And the last 14 years after I finished school, I started working in SharePoint. I was a developer on the on-premise environment of SharePoint, but the last few years I'm more interested about other things in SharePoint, like architecture and all of that, and also a lot about Viva that is coming up and the Power Platform. I'm also PL100 certified, and I am for the second year in a row a Microsoft certified trainer. So let's start about building a knowledge base in Microsoft 365. How can you do it without Microsoft Viva Topics? Everyone that is working with customers and working in Microsoft 365 will ever have received the question, how can I build a knowledge database? There are some options about it, and most of the time the users will go to a SharePoint environment because they have an intranet or even they already have document management in SharePoint. So it was the best, it most of the time is the best option to go to there. But how can you do it? When there is not a lot of information that you want to share to the users, you can start with a list and add some columns to it. And then you can do some viewing to it that you can group it by, and then you have all of the topics related to each other combined in a view. But that's not really looking fancy. Your users will get bored to read all over that. So then you can start adding some conditional formatting to it. But even then, you are limited. You are not able to include images in your text or hyperlinks in your text. That's not over there because it's a list. Another thing you can do is starting a site, a knowledge site, and do everything with site pages. When working with site pages, you have a lot of options you can do, like web parts you can add. You can add some YouTube videos or stream videos, or you can add images. You can do all of that and even include documents. But how do you are going to say how your related topics are related to each other? How do you combine them? Then you can add a column to your site page library and combine them and create a view for it. But do you really want to have all of your users are going to that site pages library? No, you don't want that. Then you can create an overview page and combine them all separately with quick links parts. The disadvantage of all of this is that it's time consuming. And your content creators really need to have deep dive knowledge in page creations from SharePoint. And most of the time, people that are creating a knowledge database don't have that knowledge or not good enough to do all of this, to protect things that cannot be read by everyone. And also you need to put everything at one side. And maybe you don't want to do that. Another option you have is searching for a third-party tool that is doing this for you, but most of the time these are very expensive. So Microsoft was thinking about it and brought up Viva Topics. But what is Microsoft Viva Topic actually? It's an AI that automatically search for and identify topics in your organization. It compiles information about them, such as a short description, people working on it, on the topics, size files that are related to it. So it's going to search through all of your content in your tenant and it's putting everything together. And it's giving you the opportunity to publish that to your users. And also, when working with Viva Topics, you can search for it. You can use your search and you will see also your topics coming into your search. Or even if you are creating a new page or in SharePoint, you can just use a hashtag and you can put your topic on it, like you use hashtags in Teams, in LinkedIn or in Twitter. We are used to it, so why not using it in Microsoft Viva Topics? When talking about Viva Topics, because it is an AI, it's going to search for topics in your organization that you maybe didn't know you had. So it gives you 4 status options for your topics. The first one, suggested. A topic has been identified through AI and has enough supporting resource, connection, and properties to it. So Microsoft say to you, hey, maybe this topic you need to have in your organization, and maybe some users are very interested in searching for it. Then you can say, yes, this is a topic. So the next status is confirmed. And you can, after you validate it, you can publish it. So you do some manual editing if needed. If not needed, you can just start publishing it immediately. And of course, you can remove a topic. The only thing that we need to keep in mind with removing a topic, it can take up to 24 hours before it stops appearing in your organization. So don't think if you remove it, hey, it's still in there. No, it's normal. After 24 hours, it will be gone. But okay, so this is nice, but what is coming up with Microsoft Viva Topics? We have topic cards. Whoever worked in SharePoint, Teams, or in Outlook is familiar with this view. When you hover over a person's name, you get also a person's information card with contact information and all of that. Microsoft reused that technology, but this time for Microsoft Viva Topics. But what are topic cards? Topic cards are used to organize and share information within the organization. A topic card is a visual representation of a topic or subjects that contain relevant information and resources. Your team members can create topic cards or edit them when needed, and you can also link them to other topic cards to create a web of knowledge. So this is one of the biggest advantage that is coming up for you in your knowledge database, because you are not need to do it all manually. You have a tool that is discovering for you and is doing a lot of information and giving you a lot of feedback to it. One of the benefits of topic card is that they provide a centralized location for storing and sharing information and expertise within an organization. This helps you to improve collaboration, increase productivity, enhance knowledge sharing and retention. How can you access a topic card? You can edit the Viva Topics apps in Microsoft Teams, or you can look for it in Outlook or in SharePoint or other Office 365 tools. Another thing coming up with topic cards is topic pages. Topic pages is also having all of the information you have on a topic card, but it's more detailed and structured. So you can include in a topic page, you can include it, text, images, videos, documents, links, and much more. And your team members can create and edit them. Also in here, you have your detailed and structured way to inform and expertise within an organization. How you can access topic pages. You can access it by the topic apps in Microsoft Teams. And can also be used to service relevant information in other Microsoft apps like SharePoint and Outlook. And additionally, and this is one of my favorites, that you can embed it into other websites, portals, and intranets in your organization. So if you have an application that is running over the internet, you can embed your topic page in there and your users are seeing the information from one place. But it's in SharePoint, but hey, we can access it from another place. So it gives you a lot of freedom to create a very nice knowledge base. Search. When you are searching for a topic answer will be showing. And it will always be on top of your search page. So the first thing they see when topics is available is their answer to it. Or you can search in Office apps. When you open Word and you are going to search for within the search bulk, you can see also your topic are coming up. So it's really nice because it's all related to each other. As I mentioned before with the topic cards and topic pages, that you can edit that in the Viva Topics app for Microsoft Teams. If you want to do that, you need to do some few steps because the app isn't default available for everyone. You need to create an app.manifest file from inside PowerShell. And this URL on the screen is showing you, it's giving you the PowerShell, and you just need to run it. But for running it, you need to be a SharePoint administrator. And if you want to deploy it to Teams, you need to be also a Teams administrator. Otherwise, you cannot use it. So we have talked about what Microsoft Viva Topics actually is, but how does it help you? Next to automatically searching and identifying of your topics and the topic cards and the topic pages that are coming up, there are some advantages for you. The auto-discovery of a topic. Of course, when you have a lot of data in your tenant and you don't know all of them, it's really nice that you have something like auto-discovery because it can give you topics you didn't know they are in there. And then you have some more information about it. What does it for you? It saves times. With auto-discoveries, users don't have to spend time manually searching for information. The system is giving you the information and users need to confirm it. So it saves a lot of time for your content creators. It increases efficiency. Auto-discovery can help users quickly identify and locate the information they need to complete the topic. And then it increases productivity and efficiency. So very nice thing for your users. It promotes learning. And this one is one of my favorites for it. So because of you can combine topics to each other. It helps users to discover new topics and they start learning from it. And then the professional and personal growth of a user is in development. And don't we all want to learn? And another one, it reduced frustration. We all know it. Searching for something, knowing it is in there, and we don't know where to find it. Then you are getting frustrated. By the auto-discovery of the topic, it gives you already the information and you don't need to be frustrated because you don't know where to find it. It's giving it to you. The combining of topics, I already mentioned it before. It gives you a comprehensive information. Viva Topics can pull together information from various sources across an organization. It can come from your intranet, it can come from a document, it can come from Teams, or it can come from conversations on Yammer. It gives you all of the information. It's easy to access. By combining related topics with Microsoft Viva Topics, users can find the information they need easier. You have a central hub where everything is stored, and there you can see all of the topics that are in place. It improves collaboration. Viva Topics can help facilitate collaboration among team members by providing the centralized location for information and resources, and users can share and collaborate already from there. They can share their documents and discussion about it and all of that. And another favorite of mine, personal recommendation. Viva Topics is able to give you some personal recommendations. So when you are searching for a topic, it gives you, hey, maybe you need to check also on that because it can be important for you. And then you keep learning it. So when we are talking about Viva Topics, we want to know, how do we install it? Do we need to have a license for it? The answer is yes, you need to have a license for it. And that's why for today's demo, I have set up a trial license in my environment. So how do you do with a trial license? Go to the Microsoft 365 admin page. Under billing, we have purchase services. There you can search for Viva Topics. You can click on the details and select a trial license. Why a trial license? Because when you are willing to use Viva Topics, only Viva Topics, it costs 3.4 euros per user per month. So it's not that cheap to use it. There is also a Viva Suite license available where you have Viva Connections, Viva Topics, Viva Learning, Insights, Engage, and Goals involved. And that is 10.10 euro for a user a month. More information about the pricing can be found over that URL. One thing about activating a trial license, it can take up to 24 hours before you can go to the configuration of Viva Topics. And when you have a development environment of Microsoft, you cannot install a trial license. They are not allowing you to do it over there. So after installing Microsoft Viva Topics, there is a lot of configuration that needs to be done. So I'm going to go with you through the steps of the configuration. We need to be in the admin center, so we need to have admin rights to go to the configuration. Under organizational settings, we can find Viva Topics, and there we can start our configuration of it. When we are on the overview page of the Viva Topics, we have a big button, Get Started. So that's quite easy. But then we need to start choosing, what do we want? Do we want to have all our SharePoint sites involved that they can be discovered for topics? Recommended is yes, we want to have them all. But we can expect selected sites, so we can exclude some sites. Why should you exclude some sites when there is some personal information on it that doesn't need to be found by everyone? You can even exclude topics by name, but that's not a suggestion. You should not do that. Then we have to say who can see all of the topics. And recommended is everyone, but when it's really needed, you can say only a few people or security groups. You can use your Azure Active Directory security groups in the configuration of Microsoft Viva Topics. Permission for topic management. What do they mean with this? When installing Viva Topics, your users are allowed to create their own topics. But then you need to say who can create a topic and who can edit the topic. You can say everyone in your organization, but if you have a large organization, maybe you didn't want to do that. Then you can say only selected people or some specific security groups, because then you have track of who is available to do things like that. And then also who can manage topics. So who can say this is an approved, confirmed topic, a published topic. Again, the same thing. You could say everyone, but if you are saying who can create and edit topics to specific people or security groups, do the same with the management. After all of that, we need to create our topic center. And our topic center is the beating heart of Microsoft Viva Topics. And here you can have all of the information. Inside the topic center, you are going to create the topic cards, the topic pages, combine the topics to each other. So we need to create it. And it's actually quite the same like you create a SharePoint site. You need to give it a name and an address. So just think carefully about that name you wanted to give it. And then you can add a description to it. Then we still have an overview that we can see if everything that we confirmed is like we wanted, and then we can activate it. But now we have activated, the crawl is starting. Is everything already available for you? No. When Viva Topics is configured, it can take up to 2 weeks before you see something in the topic center, because of the crawling and all of the information. So we need to wait 2 weeks before we can continue. Isn't there anything you can do? Yes, you can assign licensing. So you can say to which users you want to have, they need to have a license, and you can already assign them. And we do it within the admin center. You can do it from the user and activate Viva Topics, or you can go to billing, choose licensing, and search for Microsoft Viva Topics, and click on assign licensing, and already include all of the users that are needing to have a license for Microsoft Viva Topics. If you do it like this way, don't forget to click on assign. When we have set up our license, we can already go to the Microsoft Viva Topics Center. So when we first go to the Microsoft Viva Topics Center, we have some slides like this. We see the pop-up screens we see on every normal SharePoint site. So everyone working in SharePoint creating sites has seen this pop-up for next steps. What do we need to do now? And start designing your site. You just can close them. When you have a license assigned and you go for the first time to the topic center before the crawl has ended, your topic center will look like this. There is nothing on it. But as we can see on the screenshot, we can have the new and page details like we see on every SharePoint site, but in our navigation on top, we have managed topics. When a user that isn't having a Viva Topic license is going to this site, they will have ask an admin in your organization about topics experience. So they will see that there is something in it, but they cannot actually do anything at all. They will receive some error messages. So let's have a look through the topic center. When we go to the manage topics, we have our new topic page button. So we can create our own topic pages. And when we are doing the creation of a topic, we have some steps that we need to go through. And these steps, we need to think about them very carefully. Because the information you are giving over here is the information that the user is seeing in the topic page, but also in the topic card. So with the name, Knowledge Center over here is the name of my topic. So if you want to create a new topic, think carefully about that name, that it needs to say everything. Luckily, you are able to give an alternated name. When your topic would be called Microsoft SharePoint, an alternative name could be SharePoint or document management, because then users are able to find that information too. And then we give a short description. This short description is popping up in your search result. So in here, we need to give in all in the information for the user when he is searching for topics. So we need to really think about it. And then between the previous screen and this screen, there is a lot of information we can fill in. We can give topic a type, like a project, a conference, an award. There is a list of available types in the Create Topic screen, but that list is not always what you want to have. But you cannot exclude it at the moment. So you cannot put your own types in there. You can also pin people to this specific topic. Why should you do that? Well, when a user is searching for a topic and he needs to have more information about it, he sees which persons are involved with it or is having the knowledge in your organization about it, and they can directly start a chat method with that users. So they don't need to go and search further from, hey, do you know who one is involved with that and can give me some information? It's in there. Even you can include files and pages in it. So when you are working with files in, like a car policy is a file in your organization, and you want to say about, you have a topic about policies, and you want the users to have direct access to your car policy, you can include that file over here. Or even when you have a page on another SharePoint site about car policy, you can link it in here and your users can go directly to that site. They don't need to search for it. The same as like related sites. So if you have a policy site, you can actually put that site here to the as related sites. So the information is in there. And then the nicest thing is you can combine your topics in here. So you can create a topic about SharePoint, and you can have a topic creating about working with documents. And then working with documents can be related to SharePoint, but also to Microsoft Teams. And then you will see here a web of knowledge over here, and it's a visual representation of it. So it's actually nice for your content creators because they know what's related to all of it and how it's being related. So they have an overview over it. When you've finished creating your topic, don't forget to publish it because it's being saved as suggested or confirmed, but as long as you don't publish it, it won't be visible for your users. So we really need to do it. So we have created our topics, but what next? How can we use it? We can use our topics in SharePoint sites, news pages, other pages, with documents, in Outlook, in Word. We can put them over there. But before we can use our topic, it needs to be published. And after we published it, you need to wait up to 10 minutes before the indexing is taking to place and it's being visible. When we create a topic before the auto discovery has finished from after the configuration, you cannot use your topic immediately. You need to wait those 2 weeks. So that's the disadvantage. It takes time before you can use it, but afterwards it's really nice to use. So, are there any questions so far before I go to the demo part?
There's nothing in the chat, so I would jump straight in.
Okay, let's go into the demo part. When I open my Viva Topics site, I see a lot of more information than we had on the screen. There are confirmed topics, and we see how many topics we have. And we have here some nice pages about it. So if I open now Mark 8 maybe, then I see my topic page. Then I have my short description, suggested people, suggested files, and even a site. And this one is a Teams. So it's a team in Microsoft Teams. Then I can also put in here. If I'm now going to edit, I need to give a short description for it. Let's just say demo. And here we have our types. And as we see, we have a lot of available types. This is a quite large list. And then we have here the option display the first confirmed type as a badge on this topic. We can set it on or off. I will set it on and then we can see what's going on. We have some pinned people who are working with it. So this one are suggested but not confirmed. Let's say Alex is using it, just confirm, and he is with the pinned people. Even here, we have pinned files or suggested. So these are not confirmed yet. And we can use here pin or we can use pin, and then they will be coming over here. The sites, let's pin it. And let's say Mark 8 is related to Knowledge Center. And here you can say how it's being related, if you want. It's not necessary, and we can also say it's related to SharePoint. So we see already here our representation. And if I go over here, over SharePoint, I see my topic card about SharePoint. Another thing from this page on, if I say, I want to say working with documents, but it's not in here, I have the option to create a new topic from here. You don't need to finish this up before you create a new topic. But say, let's publish this one. So now my topic is published and not suggested anymore, or confirmed. So if I go to manage topics, I have a list, a SharePoint list like we all know it, with our topics in here. And here do we see the status of the topics. They are all published. Also on this page is you have get started, and there you can find more information, learn more about Viva Topics. So it's in here if you want to learn more about it. But let's say that we have, I will go from here. We have our nice landing page, and we want to create a news post about some of the topics we have. We say new post, and we can create a blank one. Just do a visual. I want to use my topic in here. So what do we do is we say hashtag, and we see our suggested topics popping over here. If I put in here, I misclicked. If you misclick, sometimes it does not going back to the right post news. I have my news page, and you see, hey, it's underlining. And if I go over it, I see my topic card with all of the information on it, also the related topics. If I click here on this one, I will be sent to the topic center and I will see all of my information on this topic. But if I go back to my news and I say, hey, Mark 8, that's interesting, I will want to learn more, it's showing me the Mark 8 topic card. So then we are going also back to the topic center. Now, if we are on the portal and I would like to search for Mark 8, let's see if it's already popping up. Hey, this is my topic card. It's being in here. So everything is in place and is relating you. It's giving you back the information from the topic center. But it doesn't matter where you are in Microsoft 365 to start searching for it. If you are on a specific SharePoint site, let's say we are here and let's search for Mark 8 again. We need to make sure that all is involved, that we can search for everything. Otherwise, it can be that you don't have the result like you want to have. And we already seeing in here it because of the logo, it's coming from another site. So let's go back to our Viva Topics Center. We are here and we have all of the topics we have, but I miss something. I miss a topic. Then we can create a new topic page over here, or we can go to the manage topics. And then we have the same like we just had, like when we confirmed our topic, we published our topic, we need to fill in all of the same information, but suggested information is empty. So you can build it up from nothing in here. Who can build it? Everyone with a license, because I set it in my configuration. But you can say that some of the people can build it and other can visit it. So this was everything I wanted to tell about Viva Topics. The demo we had, I want to thank you all. This was my second time I was speaking for public, so thank you, Sharon, for giving me a chance to do this. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the session as well. And if you have any question for me, you can contact me on my socials.
I think you're an absolute natural. So I can't believe that's only your second time. And then there's really great stuff, fantastic session. And we're just getting lots of well done, thank yous, etc. in the chat. So no specific questions. I mean, I think that was a really comprehensive walkthrough. And, you know, really nice to see it from a, I love the bit at the start about, you know, we can put knowledge in there, but it's just not sexy. It really got my attention. I'm like, yeah, she's right. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for that. Again, we're a little ahead of time. So if you have got any questions, I'm sure Anouck is going to hang around for a little while.
Yes, I will.
Can answer them there in the chat. And lovely to see you. Fantastic job. Well done. And we will move back to the agenda. Have a look what's coming up next. Okay, we have a break. That's always nice. So at 12:30, we have the amazing Charlotte Light coming along as our keynote speaker. And hopefully this will be kind of the third of the type of speakers that we've got. So while we had Cheryl and Daisy talking about women in tech specifically, we had a really nice technical session there from Anouck talking about how you can actually use some of those technologies. Charlotte is going to give us that view of how to work in a technical organization. Charlotte is part of the Aztec group, which is in the financial industry. So I'm sure that's going to be a wealth of information about how Charlotte rose to that position and what her experiences have been failing forward. Compelling title. So let's take a short break, grab something to eat, and we'll see you all back here at 12:30. Thanks to everybody that has attended today. Thank you to my team in the background. We have the lovely Luke and Amber, who have been moderating all day and doing all the speaker prep for us. We have Sancho Harker also in the background, who has been in the chat and helping out with any questions during the course of the day. And it's been an absolute delight to be your host or hostess for the Cambridge Power Platform Women in Tech event. So the M365 Community Days have loads of events on. Please do go over to Community Days and you'll be able to see loads of events on their site, which are run by user groups and communities, and specifically, those events that are community driven. So that's where volunteers like me and my team get together and ask a bunch of speakers to come along and help share and learn. So, as I said, it's been a fantastic day. Thank you to all of our speakers. We'll put all of the sessions up onto YouTube for you. Hopefully they'll be there before International Women's Day, which I think is about midweek on the 8th of March. And thank you so much for attending. We really appreciate your time here. And once again, see you soon at the next event.